This is a quick video where I want to take a look at why Ahsoka Tano's long-awaited live-action debut fell very flat for me. I know, that's a very divisive statement to lead off a video, but it's true. While there were some really cool Easter eggs and name drops, the acting in this episode might be the worst we've encountered yet in this series.
Then you know what I want.
You will learn nothing from me.
I won't give you that choice.
To dive right in, if we look at Ahsoka's first live appearance, it just didn't work for me. It just felt so slow and low budget to me, it was almost like a bad sci-fi show. After we got some awesome Mandalorians flying around and fighting in some fast-paced action with great practical and CGI effects, switching to this slow, plodding fight choreography just killed the excitement for me. Now, I've heard the argument that this is the old Ahsoka Tano, and she has to be more deliberate and stealthy in her old age, but frankly, that's just bullcrap. People are acting like she's in her late 50s or 60s or even 70s, but she's actually only 45 in The Mandalorian. To put that in perspective, Obi-Wan was almost 40 when he took the high ground from little Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. And to make matters even worse, Qui-Gon Jinn was a whopping 60 years old before he was killed by Darth Maul. So Ahsoka was not some granny who can't move anymore in this episode. On the contrary, Ahsoka has always been known for her speed and agility and grace as a Jedi Knight. It was one of her defining traits throughout her career. Look at her beating Darth Maul. By the way, this fight was done with motion capture suits on real people, so these aren't just random computers doing impossible things. These were real people doing real stunts. If this actress who plays Ahsoka can't do the stunts, then use a stunt double, or cast someone else who can do the stunts. A Jedi needs to be able to move like a Jedi, especially one like Ahsoka Tano, who is known for her ability to move gracefully. From a visual standpoint, outside of her movements, there were some questionable artistic choices that really added to this feeling that she was some sort of out-of-shape Ahsoka cosplayer, swinging her new replica lightsaber in the middle of a convention center at Comic-Con. It really felt wrong, and that was some of the visuals. One of those big choices was her lightsaber igniting. They were so slow. Like, for real, why is this? There was no reason other than an artistic choice for this to happen. It just really adds to the feeling that she's not the character we grew to love in the past series. Another questionable choice was in the final battle with our main villain. Them crossing blades was built up to be this incredible moment. There's all this tension and music, and it's just building in buildings for what was like 30 plus seconds of screen time fighting, but it was actually just 3 really slow attacks. Look how slow and crappy that looks. This is some Dragon Ball Z shit or something. I'm not sure what it is, but it sure as hell ain't Star Wars. The last thing I'm going to talk about before this video gets too long is Ahsoka's line delivery. Yet again, her phrasing, enunciation, verbal pauses, and all the rest are all so soul-crushingly slow. Literally half her scenes are her just standing there and not saying anything in these verbal pauses. This is an intentional choice that really made her feel like a bad actress. While she's never been my favorite actress, she did a fine job in the Marvel Netflix shows. But for some reason, be it directing choices or her own personal choices as an actress, she comes across as just slow thinking and poorly acted. It really seems as if she's trying so hard to sound like the actress who originally voiced Ahsoka that every time she says a word, she has to think for just an extra second before delivering her lines. That extra second really adds up and makes her just feel like she's reading lines off the teleprompter. This whole episode could have been way better with better acting. Both the verbal and physical attributes of Ahsoka were butchered in my opinion, and I tend to think this was a director's choice, but I honestly can't know for sure. So while I really disliked how this episode climaxed with two old ladies slowly slapping at each other, I also about cummed in my pants when they uttered the name Thrawn. Like, yeah, I am such a fanboy. Like, I cannot wait to see my favorite member of the Blue Man Group finally shine in the mainstream. So yeah, that is my synopsis for Ahsoka Tano's first live-action appearance. Thanks for watching this AGS snapshot, and it would be awesome if you guys could take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a comment and tell me how you felt about Ahsoka's live-action debut. On a side note, I really do love Thrawn, and if you guys want to know why and learn more about this character, let me know and I'll consider making an entire length video on him. I read all the original books about him and all his new canon stuff as well. Anyways, thanks for sticking around, and don't forget to stay frosty.